Yo guys, Mooolweni, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I got something a little different, a little cute. I got my friends with me. We're gonna be talking about things, but you'll see what those things are. So get your drink with our drink of choice of water. Cheers. Cheers. Get your snacks, sit back, enjoy. Okay, so basically I already told you guys why I wanted you guys here. I just wanted to talk to you guys and just see where you guys are at in terms of this whole life thing, this whole adulting thing, and how it's basically cheating you. Because me, it's been like a bit tricky, I won't lie, but I think I've been taking it with grace, because I just graduated this year. And yeah, I don't know where I thought of, like, when I started Varsity, I was just going to Varsity. I wasn't thinking like, yeah, Varsity, from here we working. After this, it's that. And like, I only learned maybe my second year of Varsity that there's a whole structure to this thing, that like my first year, it's for vibes and I'm having fun. And like my second year, I'm supposed to be like interning probably somewhere, thinking about work and stuff like that. Because my second year I was doing drama. I was at Makanda. I was at Makanda, also known as Grahamstown, and all of that. So yeah, so that's where I was at. So I want to start with you, friend, because you graduated like 2021, but your last year was 2020, right? Yeah. Talk to me about your last year, because COVID took away all of that for us. Because I'm pretty sure when you got back, I don't know, you had some goals and some things you wanted to do, and then like COVID was like,
I think, with regards to me, I was the same with you. When I came to Varsity, I did not necessarily have a plan. It was just like, okay, let's go, Varsity vibes, experience,
Yeah, I'm done with school. No parents.
Yeah. And then things got real. 2020, COVID hit, and then I was stuck at home. I had to finish my degree at home, and there was really no plan. I didn't know if I even wanted to do my honors. A huge part of me didn't want to do my honors, but I felt an expectation from my parents and from my peers would be, okay, everyone is doing honors, I need to do honors. So I finished in 2020, applied for honors, got admitted into honors, started in 2021, and then 3 weeks into my honors program, I was like, this is not me, sorry, I'm out.
I remember Amy telling me like she's so stressed. Or like the whole time she's just stressed. I'll get to her res, she's by her computer, she's like, friend, no,
it wasn't it. And I think what made me make that decision was because even the degree that I was studying, I studied strategic communications in marketing, by the way. I was not really,
and you graduated,
and I'm done. I've got my degree. I was not really passionate about it. Like, I was just doing something, for the sake of getting a degree. So continuing with something that I don't see a future in, I was just like, why am I doing this? I'm just going to be wasting a lot of my time and my parents' money. So it made sense to not do my honors and then find a job instead, So that's what I did. I was applying for jobs. That also is not easy. Guys, adulting is hard. Oh my gosh. So applied for jobs, eventually got something as a call center agent.
I remember that.
That's terrible. That's horrible.
I hear that from people. I never done that. You've done it before?
That job will
What were you doing? What were you call centering, whatever for?
It was a cosmetics company called Isabella Garcia.
I don't need a promo.
Sorry, it was cut that. It was a cosmetics company, okay? And every day guys, I cry. When I say I cried every day, I'm not even joking. I was just like, oh my my gosh. But I decided to take it because I was stuck at home and it was the only job, you know, that would bring me to Johannesburg, because this is where dreams happen, guys. This is where things happen. So I was just like, I need to get to Joburg. How I'm gonna get to Joburg, what we will see. But if this job is taking me, I'm gonna go, you know. So I went, did the job, cried every single day, called my mom every single day, like, I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna quit. And
how long did you survive? How long were you there for?
3 months.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's
Standard. And then
what did that standard? What Nicole said.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And so after that, I decided to quit. I was just like, no. There was a whole lot of praying and a whole lot of speaking to my parents. But at the end of the day, I decided to not listen to my parents.
That's good.
And just and
most of the time as a youngin.
Yeah, ish. But it felt like a good thing to do. I really did. I was very prayerful over it.
Yeah.
And at that time, I didn't even know how I was gonna pay my rent for the next month, because my parents are thinking, okay, she's got a job, she can take care of herself, you know. So I was just like, oh my goodness, this is what it is. What's going on? And then I quit, but then I had an online side hustle that I was doing. That's another thing. I feel like while adulting right now, there's a whole lot of opportunities online. Figure things out, research what you like. There's websites everywhere, like you can make money literally out of anything. So I went online. There was this other thing called rev.com. It was a transcribing website.
I do that too.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
got your shit together.
yeah. So that's how I paid rent for the remaining months of the year.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's how I paid rent. And then during that time, I was still, because in my prayerfulness, I had the desire to want to work at church, to be in ministry. So in me leaving the corporate space in totality, because I'd already thought that
like a legend.
I don't want to be in corporate anymore. So I was just like, now what are the gifts that God has given me? What can I do? Like, what can I do in this world to, you know, to benefit the people around me? What, you know? And it made sense to go into ministry, because I'm passionate about the things of God and I love singing, you know. It just made sense. So then I applied for at church to be an intern, and while I was waiting for their response, I was still doing transcription jobs and surviving off of that. And then the next year, which is this year, got accepted into the internship, and that's what I'm doing now, full time, and pushing my music.
Are you coming back?
We're coming back.
Yes,
before the end of
please.
this year.
Please.
Something is gonna be out. So
Check out some of her music. I'ma link it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and make my
link it.
YouTube channel as
I
well.
will, yeah.
Yeah.
Promo.
Listen.
I'ma link it.
But yeah.
So like, what I'm curious about, because you mentioned that you you were not really passionate about what you were studying. You were just studying it for like the sake of getting the degree. So what informed your decision to study that specific degree whilst you're in high school?
So in high school, I didn't really know what to study. It was a thing of everyone was going to Varsity to do accounting, or to be a lawyer, to be a
business,
doctor, you know. And I was just like, none of those. I've never thought of those things. Can I tell you, in grade 7, when we had career day, and people came dressed in their doctor's thingies and whatever, I came with a jean and a shirt, and I wanted a mic from a friend of mine, but then I couldn't get it on that day, so I just came casually dressed, because I didn't know how artists dress. I didn't know how singers, but I was just like, I was there, and then they were like, what do you want to be? I said, I want to be a singer.
Wait.
I just want to be a singer.
Shout out. What did you dress up as, friend?
A doctor.
I dressed up as an actress, bruh. I put on like the fanciest church dress I had. Put on my church heels.
And then maybe I had Fendora.
Not even. Nah, what the nah. Then I asked like my friends to put on eyeliner and like eye makeup for me, and I'm like, I'm an actress. Period. Because I'd seen them on the red carpet. I'm like, yes. So yeah, so
that's what it has been since primary, even high school. I was just fighting this thing. Okay, it looks normal to go that way, but that's not how I'm built. Now I don't know what to do. You know, I talked to my parents about maybe studying film and television, and they advised that it's not smart. You know,
get your degree.
but I really don't want to blame them, because I also had that thought that, okay, maybe it might not be as smart to go that route. But coming to Johannesburg and seeing like people making money off of even like behind the scenes production, that's still art, you know, because that's the industry I wanted to be in. But because I did not know much, you know, I just thought, okay, I want to be on TV. This is the only way, you know. There's no other way to make money outside of being in front of the camera. So it was just like, okay, because of my lack of knowledge, I also felt like I it's not smart to go that route, because I might not be able to be successful and make money. So I don't entirely blame my parents, but then I decided, I was just going through, because I wanted to come to Johannesburg. That was
like you were
not
sold.
intention. This is a bit confused country, guys. Anyway, I love the city. I really
same.
love the city.
Same. She want to go back home. She's like, I'm
on
out.
the fence, man.
I'm out.
So I was just researching things to study there on the perspectives of VJ, and I saw strategic communications. I only took it because it was very broad. Like, it did not restrict me to a certain industry or an office space, or you know, because you know, there by the prospectus it has possible career fields that you can go into.
You read the prospectus? I never read it. I never read it.
So it there was that, and then there was things like, you know, I forgot. But it was very broad, like editor,
that's cool.
things like that. So it's just like, okay, I can do this, because I still don't know what exactly it is that I want to do, and this is very broad. So even when I'm done, I still have time to figure it out along the way. So that's what informed my decision to study strategic.
To you, young lady.
Wow.
Tell us about you. Tell us a little bit about. I'm dead.
I'm a bad bitch.
You can a bad bitch. You can kill me. Do you know that? But anyway, your journey is like a little bit different to us, because you didn't come straight from high school and went to varsity. You did a little bit of work, and then you were like, sure. So tell me like how that was, going into from high school, and you're like, I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna go to school next year. Like, how was that? How did you come to that decision? And yeah, man, how was like the reactions to it and all of those things?
I think for me, I've always been sure about what I want to do, right?
Yeah.
And
which
is to become a businesswoman. Period. And I remember, I mean, when I was growing up, I think I always wanted to be a doctor, because a lot of people in my family are like in the medical field, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to be a doctor. But I saw blood, and I was like, nah, peace out, never gonna be me.
I was bleeding today.
And so after I mean, in Cape Town things are kind of different. Like in Cape Town, most people after high school, they usually go to work, so it was kind of normal. But I think my friends, they all did the year after, they all renewed their stuff in order to go into varsity. For me, I was just like, I don't want to go there, it's not for me. No, I want to go into business, I want to learn. And then I went into customer service. I loved it, because it opened up such a big part of me. Like I got to learn about how to deal with customers, what to do when a customer is angry, how to de-escalate something. It taught me communication skills. That I will say. It taught me communication skills. And coming from a very strict household. I was able to work. I was able to meet so many different people. So I was exposed to just a different type of culture outside. I think for me, once I got my job, that was in 2016. I got my first official office job. So I left the call center, got to office job, and there I met a businessman. So he was a white man working in the construction industry. But besides that, he had like properties, so he would rent out these properties to students, and he kind
That's
of
where the money's at.
yeah,
Student
yeah,
accommodation.
and
Yo.
an observatory dog. So, dude. So, besides all of that, man, he had other things as well, and he kind of became my mentor. And I was just like, this is where I'm supposed to be at. You know what I mean? I learned so much. So whenever we'd have like meetings with the accountant, I'd be there taking minutes. So I learned a lot about balancing, whatnot. You know, having your slips ready for the accountants. They need to check it, and all of those things. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, business is
That's
what
where
I
it's at.
need to be at.
Shout
And I mean, I could have did like business and just started my own thing, but I think I wanted that experience of varsity as well. But learning something that I love, like for me, it was a passion. Like it wasn't like something like, oh, because when I left high school, I also didn't know, because I did science subjects, and a lot of my friends were going into that field, and I was just like, this is not for me. My parents were not happy about it. I don't think I told you, but when I left Cape Town, my parents didn't know.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, this is what.
Yeah,
What?
my parents didn't know about it.
So, like,
I
what did
just
you
left.
say?
I just left.
Ah, Lindiwe.
I just left.
Don't cap.
No caps. I just left because they didn't believe in my dreams, and they didn't want to pay for my studies.
Dog,
And
that's
I remember,
So
yeah,
did you
I-
get a bursary?
yeah. Luckily I got NAS first.
Shout out
and-
NS first. Yo.
Yo,
Shout out, God.
Yo,
Shout out.
Sometimes I used to look at my financial
Yeah.
statement, and then I'm like, yo, my parents would have been
Dude,
bankrupt.
that's
This is
true.
a lot of
Dude,
money.
dude,
That's so boss.
yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah,
That's
they didn't want to
brave.
pay for my studies, and I remember I was like, you know what, it's fine. I remember I applied for NAS first, and I was like, yo, God, if I don't get accepted for this, then I know I was never meant to go anywhere, never meant to do anything. So that was the first thing I did. Applied for NAS first, got it, and I was like, shot. Then it was like, okay, now I need to start looking for universities to go to.
Oh, yeah.
For me, because a lot of people usually ask, but you left Cape Town and came to
That's
Johannesburg.
what they all say.
For me, I didn't plan Johannesburg. Johannesburg chose me, and because like I remember I applied at UJ, like everything happened so quickly. I know a lot of people say they had to wait a long time. Nah, I think I waited like a week, and then I got an acceptance for my business program.
timing, man.
A week, and then I got accepted for Riz. I was like, nah.
Nah.
It's official.
Nah.
Yeah, it's official.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm going to Johannesburg.
So who booked your ticket?
Me, with the money that I was working with. So
Oh,
yeah, so I didn't have a lot saved.
Did your sister know? Sorry, your little
No.
sister. Even
No.
she didn't know.
No, nobody knew.
Like, wow, what was
Yeah.
like? Who was at home when you were packing your bags?
No one.
Yo,
Aibo.
No one.
I
No one. At the time, I was dating this other guy, and he was the only one that knew. He even took me to the airport, and I remember when I went to the airport, it was like early in the morning because I remember he had to work, so he couldn't take me later. So I was there like at 4. Empty. Airport is
What time's your
empty.
flight?
My flight was like around 11.
Crazy, dog.
But I think for me, it was like, you know, this is something I want to do, and if no one's gonna support me, then that be it, man. Like I'm gonna show people that this is something I want to do.
Yeah.
So I came to Johannesburg with nothing, absolutely nothing, just the clothes in my suitcase. That's it. I came here with nothing. I remember thinking, oh my gosh, what am I gonna eat?
Brave.
Um,
And you know, NS first. Okay, but we were first year, so first year NS first doesn't really take that much
No,
time.
it took a lot. It
Yo,
took a lot.
friend.
Because I was here since January.
Snap. Oh yeah, and then Feb.
Yeah,
friend.
I remember thinking, oh God, what am I gonna eat? I don't have money. What am I gonna do? And then luckily, where I was in, I was moved to another room, and the room that I was moved to was with my roommate. And then I remember this one time I was sitting at my desk, and then she was like, hey, we just made food now, do you want to eat?
Yo.
You just started crying.
Bruh, like even now, like it makes me emotional because like I remember sitting there thinking, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. Like I'm screwed. But ever since then, like whenever they had food, like they would like make suppers together, and that's how like the squad that I had in first year, that's how we kind of got together because of that. And yeah, I ate. Like it's so weird to me, like looking back, I'm just like, how did I make it? Like how did it happen? Yeah. And I remember a couple of months later, my parents called me and they were like, hey, we got a call from your work, they're saying that you're not coming in, what's going on? And I was like, nah, I just left because I knew I didn't want, like I was at that point in my life where I was like, I don't want to explain anything.
So you weren't staying at home anymore?
I was like, I'm leaving, I'm gonna do my own thing. And yeah, so my parents called me, and then after that they were like, oh, so you're here. That's when they started supporting me, because they realized like this is something, this is something I want to do. And my work, actually, the work I used to go to, they actually contacted me at the beginning of this year, and they were like, do you want your job back? I'm like,
what?
I left there 4 years ago, and like I went AWOL, so I was just like, y'all want me back?
Crazy. That's
no, I was a hard worker. I'm not gonna lie. Like I really put in the work. That's something nobody can ever discriminate about me. It's the work that I put in. But yeah, I think now. So what happened was 2020 for me was just the worst year of my life. It was horrible. I lost my younger cousin. He was only 17. It was just everybody around my family, intimate family, was just like dying. And I remember, like, for me, I'm the type of person, I like to hold things in, so I never really dealt with those things. And it aided me to a point where academically I was just falling down. And shout out to you guys for the support.
Guys, 2020, bruh.
But I was like holding on, and I remember by the time I realized that I'm down, it was too late. I was just gone. And I failed one subject, which I'm still repeating now. But I think for me, it was by the grace of God that happened. I think it was meant to happen to me. And now I've kind of switched from, like, I still love business and I want to go into business, but now I've found a new passion, which is technology, and I want to go into business tech. Everything technical wise I've been teaching myself since the beginning of this year. And I mean, when we were on our way here, I got a call from this company for a technical role that I was applying for. Bear in mind, I have no experience. This is something I've been teaching myself. So like, I know even if I don't get the job, like for me it doesn't matter. Like those things don't matter. It's just having that somebody call you,
the affirmation.
Yeah, to say, okay, nah. For me, it's like you on the right track. So now I'm going into like a different field, and I think I'm so grateful because if it wasn't for this, I think I would have just been sitting trying to figure out what am I gonna do. But I feel like this period helped me to like kind of figure out, okay, this is exactly what I want to do, and this is the road that I want to go into. But yeah, I think 2020 for me was that time where it was like a switch,
turning point.
Yeah, it was a switch for me. And like you're saying, for me, I've never wanted to work in corporate really. Like for me, I was like, I'm doing this business course so that I can start my own thing. I don't want to work for nobody. I don't want no one telling me.
Make someone rich.
Dude, I got like an empire to build. I got generational wealth I have to build in my family.
Exactly.
So I'm not trying to work for anybody right now.
And talking on that, like for me personally, I was telling Itu when we were coming here that
you spoke that.
We spoke. Like we
I literally.
We should have been shooting then because
we're vlogging.
No.
Cause serious. Anyway.
So I mean, I've been telling you, I think I told you this last year as well, that I want to start my own brand.
And the distillery thing as well.
In the alcohol side of things. Like I want to start my own brand, and like I'm taking it really seriously. Like, you know, sometimes you're like, I want to start this, and
then
no,
you never
I'm really
execute.
taking it seriously. And with this brand, like I was telling you, like I want it to be very black, female orientated, like young. Like I don't want like aband maphandle. Like I really want it to be my friends, like you guys, like you guys being able to utilize the skills that you've learned and put into my business. You know what I mean? That's what my brand is all about. It's about bringing up us, you know, and not waiting for somebody to give us that opportunity. Like I was saying, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, where I'm gonna go, but it's something that I want to do, and I know I have to just start small. And the whole point of this thing also is to pay. Like it's not going to be free. I'm not asking my friends to do anything for free. Like I want to pay people. I want to give people salaries. Maybe this could be a side hustle or something you could put on your CV, but I worked on that brand, you know what I mean? That's where I'm at right now, is to be able to employ us as the youth and not go to a big brand or corporation.
These brands don't care about us.
Yeah, you know what I
They
mean?
don't.
Yeah,
They don't.
yeah, that's my big plan. So, like I'm saying, if I didn't have this downfall, I think I would have never been able to think about everything that I've been able to think about thus far.
Yeah.
So everything was orchestrated.
Yeah,
Everything's just like, it was like a
Yeah.
like a domino effect.
Yeah.
This happened, that happened,
Yeah.
that happened. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like
Yeah.
even the shortfalls, it's like they
yeah,
were orchestrated. Yes,
Yeah.
God is so beautiful.
yeah.
Yo, dude,
Yeah.
I didn't even know you just left home.
I
Like,
left.
I'm so shook.
I left.
Like,
I left.
Sheesh.
I'm so shook.
And I think that's what's important. I mean, we had like a thing in first year where they were talking about, oh, what are you studying? And people were like, oh, I can't tell my parents this and this and this, and I'm doing this degree for my parents. You know what? Don't do that. Like, don't do
Yes,
that. Don't live your
guys.
life for other people.
Because when you get to school,
Yeah,
those modules will clap.
they will clap you, dog. They will.
Yo.
And the
clap
resentment
you.
that you will feel towards
You know
your
what I
parents
mean?
now.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And like, that's another thing I want to talk about. Like, yo, guys, varsity is not easy. Hey?
It's not.
Like, it's not easy. Like, it gets, okay, for me, okay, I felt like it was easy until like my final 2020. From 2020, I don't know, maybe it was the whole,
Online thing.
yeah, like it just switched it up and everything was just so much more difficult. Like from second semester 2020 onwards, I was barely surviving, and just because it's online learning, it's not easier.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do. I don't know.
Especially they by accounting.
Yeah, ne? Yeah, no.
People were like getting 5 hours to. We're like, nah, bro, we still on that 2 hours, 30 minutes.
Yo,
Per.
accounting was not cute. Eh? Like, I don't
Per.
even want to think about it. Like, I don't. And like, I didn't even also realize that my mental health was deteriorating until it was like, snap. I'm not okay. I'm no longer myself. And like, the worst part about that was that I was at home.
Yeah.
I was at home, so I was like surrounded by family. There was food that I could eat, you know. They gave me grace. So if I'm studying, they understand, and you know, I won't be disturbed and all of that. But like, also at the same time, I was having a spiritual awakening. I don't even know that I'm going through all of this. So I'm just drowning at home, and I just feel like I need to leave. I even ended up leaving home like early. That's why I moved out of res.
Yeah, I remember.
Because they wouldn't let us back at res, and I'm like, I ain't trying to stay here. I'm not okay right now, and like, I just need to get out. And then I ended up moving out of res, and then even then, like, it was a bit shaky, but like for the rest of 2020, I was good. I managed to do everything. I met some dope people, so like that was like my pivot. My pivot moment was also like 2020. When I was like, nah, like
2020 was an important year.
It
There were a lot
was.
of people.
Nah.
It
it caused that
changed.
pivot because
Yes.
because at that point I don't know, guys. I still don't know what I was doing at Varsity, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was just there because everyone went there, and I chose my degree because I had like a business in high school, and then I was selling thirsty. I was selling thirsty hats.
I remember
Oh,
this,
gee, yeah. So I was selling those, and then the business just flopped. And like my major reason was I wanted to find out why it flopped. Also, like business, like I'd always been smart, but I was never 90% smart, like 95% and up. I was always between 75 and like 88, yeah, but like there. And then like I did business and I was like getting 95, so I was like, yo, I'm good at this, so let me do this. I didn't even check a prospectus. I didn't. I just applied for business and I got to school and I did it. Yeah, it was cool. I liked it. And I was like, I've known all my life I wanted to act since I was a kid. Like, I've said this before. So I was like, okay, I could use, my parents don't really support that. They're like, you could do it, but just get your degree. So I was like, okay, I could have a little, like, business is going to help. Because as an actress, as a performer, as an artist, or whatever, I am a business. Yeah, so I did that. And then, like, so 2020, I was like, chilling there, like, so what now? Because next year's my final year. I gotta do something, and but it wasn't that deep, you know. Honestly, it wasn't that deep. Like, yo, I'm gonna work here. I honestly just carried on 2021, and I was just studying. So 2021 was the year. Like 21, I think I went down under. Like I was lonely, bruh. Y'all were gone. When Lindiwe, guys, Lindiwe, she's not a serious person. She's not a real person. Even right now, you're looking at a ghost. You're looking at a ghost. And so it was like I had to learn to adjust to that because I moved out of campus. And like as you mentioned, like on campus it's like a family, bro. Like on campus it's like we carry each other, we cook with each other, we do our laundry together, we go get groceries together, we walk to class together. It's like you go to your friend's room, you come back to your own room 2 a.m, you just get there, pass out, wake up, go to class. So it was like that. It's like a family, and it's like it really holds you. So going outside into a commune was like a bit weird because and it's like finally I'm online. I hated that with everything inside of me. So like it got to a point where I was like, same with you, where I was like, should I do my honors? I think I was in a group chat with you guys telling you I don't want to do my honors.
I think it was you, me, and Civilian. And Civilian's like, you know,
just do it, bruh. Nah, she's not even doing her honors. Fuck you, Civilian.
She was like, you know,
just do your honors.
Yeah, and I remember for me, I was just like, I don't plan to do it.
But
it doesn't interest me. No.
So I was like, I'll do it part-time, you know. Part-time, then I can still do whatever I'm doing right now and do that. But I ended up, like, I think it was also, like, orchestrated some way, somehow. I just missed all the deadlines for all the bursaries. Jeez. I just missed all of them. Like, I applied and got accepted for honors. But all the deadlines, I just missed all of them, and I'm like, I ain't doing that, and like, because I knew there's no way I'm gonna let my parents pay for my honors. Like, ain't no way, cause, and that was it. I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna do it. Even now, at the moment, I applied to go back. I applied to some bursaries, but like, I don't know. I don't honestly like. It would be good for my music business side to go back and do honors, but at the moment it doesn't really interest me, to be honest. I don't even know what I'm going to be doing. I don't even know what I'm going to be doing next week. That's literally where I'm at right now. Like, I don't know where I'm at, if I'm going to be still living here. Like, it's one of those. It's like it's like that, like so that was cool, guys. Thank you for sharing. That was cute.
But just before we end it, I think
we're ending. I told you I'm gonna leave this conversation. I have a couple of things.
I feel like from what you're saying there is that when you feel like something is not it, I would suggest don't do it. Like, don't do it. If you're doubting honors, I'm telling you, don't do it, because you're gonna go in there and hate it, and then hate yourself.
I'll drop out.
You put yourself through that. Don't do it, dog. Don't do it. Listen to your instincts. That's what's always led me in my life. Is just listening to my instinct. Like,
but I'm stubborn, bruh. I don't want to go to corporate. So what am I gonna do?
No, then do your thing, dog. But then from what I'm hearing from you, is you need to still figure out what it is.
Yeah.
That you are
Like
gonna
you,
go in
like
for.
this is your time to actually do that. Like really, really think about it. Like, do I want to go into production? Do I want to go into, if you are planning to go into film? You know, do I want to be a videographer or whatever, man, whatever.
And go in
and going hard and be focused on that particular thing and tell yourself, but I don't care, I don't have experience, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. That's all. Like, you just need to sit down and stop
what's
fucking
worth
around and
fighting
just
for.
think about it.
Okay. So like, I'm curious to find out from you guys, what are some of the things that were sold to you about this like adulting thing? What is like a scam?
Yo,
Oh, money! Money was the scam. Oh my god.
In terms of how?
Like how we, I don't know, but I just always thought that after varsity, you know, I'll be able to do all the things that I want to do.
Yeah.
And just have money to live life, guys.
Man, you can have groceries. After the groceries, you can pay your DSTV.
Yeah, and then after that,
sleep.
there's money to live.
Yeah, dog.
So I think that's one of the things that I've been struggling with this whole year. The money management, like financial management, and like just I don't know, maybe it's the industry that I'm in, like ministry.
Why laugh? Why love it?
Ministry doesn't pay that much, but I absolutely love it. But I don't know, man. It's not easy to have all these responsibilities. Like, you know, when your money clocks in, you have so many responsibilities. You have to pay rent, you have to do your groceries, you have to send some money to the rents, you know, like
Just to be like, yeah.
yeah. And gosh, it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the one thing that I'm finding it really hard
To manage and all of that.
to learn how to manage my money, you know, and to like know how to live in my means, you know, to not try to
Business students, we know.
I didn't, you know, like I'm only teaching myself financial disciplines now, you know, and I'm just like, why didn't I do this with the Nesfas money I was getting, you know? Why didn't I learn to save and, you know, be more disciplined? So
Go
it's,
have lunch. Yo, I miss
you
that.
know,
Go to Cresta.
we used to spend our Nesfas money like crazy,
It's
but
crazy, dog.
yeah. So just knowing you need to manage your money very wisely, and there are certain things that yes you want to do now, but your financial state does not allow you. So just being content with that amount and saying, okay, I can sacrifice this and this and this, so that I have the essentials, and then if maybe I have something left, you must enjoy life. You must enjoy life. Yeah, you
chop this
can't
life thing, yeah?
just be
Any little money.
yeah, not any little guys.
Nice
Saving is so
enjoyment.
important. Don't lie enjoyment, but enjoying life is important.
Yeah.
Just don't do it at your don't do it at your expense. To a point where you don't have bread or something to eat
Yeah.
the next day, because that's dumb.
Okay, for me, it's like, guys, social media, ne? Social media. I think I must just stay off. For me, it's literally seeing what other people are doing. That's the thing for me. It's like, yo, you doing this? Crazy. That's dope. But like, damn, like, how you doing that? You know, it's like, it's stuff like that for me. So for me, it's sort of like trying to be like, okay, they are them and they doing, like, I don't know what they doing, I don't know how they're getting whatever they're doing, and it's like, you know, I mustn't put myself in a position where I'm like wishing to be in their shoes, you know, because it's like, another thing for me was the whole, like, similar, it ties into the whole money thing, was the whole like, okay, after varsity, automatically I have money, I have like a house, I have like kids or some shit like that. Like that was a scam. First of all, Mjolo in varsity is also a fucking scam.
Highly do not recommend.
Don't do that.
0
thing.
out of 10.
Don't do it. But like, I don't know how I did it. Okay, wait, no, I got into one relationship in varsity.
No, you were in situationship.
Yeah, guys, I got into a relationship. You guys don't know, last year.
Was it with that?
Don't say names. Don't say names.
I'm not gonna say names, but
Yes.
yeah. I didn't take that seriously.
Yo, bro, I didn't even lost a mind.
Exactly.
But it was kind of cute, you know. I had like, it was nice. There was no weird stuff like cheating and all of that. But like, yeah, like, but anyway, yeah, that's me. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, man. My parents should have just told me real shit. I feel like even the people around me, I feel like they should have just been real with me. But like, I can't really expect my family to be real with me because they didn't go to varsity. Yeah. So to them, like, they've been told about varsity and, you know, education. So for them, like, they just told me what they heard from others. Yeah, they just told me what they heard from other people.
No. I think the dreams were sold. Yeah. So I'm 25, turning 26 this month.
Old. I'm joking.
But you're old.
I'm scared to turn 25.
Guys, I'm
It's not
so
that bad.
scared.
That's halfway to 50, though.
I know. It's not that bad.
I'm joking. Yeah, carry on.
But yeah, I think definitely, like, I remember like when my aunts were leaving varsity around 23, and I remember like with them, they had cars, like they were working.
What?
And all of that, yeah. No, they were in the medical field.
So money.
Yeah.
Scientists, I need to find me those people.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
I'm single.
um,
I'm single.
so yeah, so they were sorted, man. Like they did. My one cousin also did accounting, so he was doing chartered accountant. So when he went in, man, they were like sorted. And I remember I was like, yeah, when I'm 25, this is all I'm gonna get. I'm gonna be married. I'm gonna have a kid. Zero.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I've never been the type of person that wanted those things. Also, I've never been within peer pressure. That's just something that I've never really went through. Maybe like younger, but like in my 20s, I didn't care. So like for me, varsity wasn't like for fun. Like for me, I was just like, I'm here to get this thing, get out. Get this thing, get out. No.
Yeah.
But I think also, remember I worked. So in the money management for me, it was easy. Like it was very easy because I've already went through it.
Yeah.
So even when I was living at home, I still had to pay rent.
Your parents,
What?
bruh, they don't
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
Sorry,
Your
that is
parents
brilliant
don't-
though. I think
Yeah.
once you're done with matric,
Yeah.
it's a good
It
lesson.
was the best thing they ever
Sure.
did to me because
Sure.
it helped me when I got that money. I knew that I needed to pay rent. I needed to buy my toiletries. I needed to do this. Okay, and then this little I'm gonna save. That's what I did. And whatever was left, it was for me to go
Yes.
back wild.
Yeah.
So yeah, for
Yeah.
me, me working after high school taught me so much. Like, it's just something. Like for instance, I had to have money for transport. So if that money's up, who's gonna? And my parents are the type of parents like if. What must you do? How are you gonna get to work? You decide to eat your money, right? Yeah. So that taught me a lot. So I used to budget for everything. Like, okay, this.
Yo.
So even for now, like money is just like a thing like I value it very much, and I know how to section it. I know how to live like within my means. But I'm saying like if I didn't have that like with you guys, like I think now I would have been a mess.
Yeah.
So yeah, like really messed up. And I remember thinking to myself like, shit, like what if I had gone to varsity right after high school? But then I'm like looking back now, because when you get to 25, you start reflecting. You start reflecting on life.
Okay.
You start reflecting
25-year-olds.
on life. But yeah, and I remember thinking like, and it's so weird. Like everything that's just happened in my life, like it all had a purpose. Like it all makes sense. Like now I'm at a point where I'm like, oh okay,
I like
That's
that.
why I
okay.
did that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
That's
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. So I think also with even now that I'm going into a business, if I start making money, I'm not the type of person that would spend that money. You know what I mean? For me, it's like this is for the business. Don't touch that. Don't think about it. Period. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's my 2 cents on.
With me, the only thing that helped me in terms of money management was that I used to get lunch money at home, and then like I started saving in like grade 7 actually.
Damn.
'Cause I was only saving for a Justin Bieber concert.
Wow, but at least you
Yes.
had a goal. That's
And then
another
like
thing that helps with
yeah,
saving.
I was like, I like
knowing.
this. So
I was
Yeah.
a Justin Bieber fan.
so like I started like saving a bit more, and then like when I got to high school, I stopped eating my lunch money. I would just save my lunch money and just make myself lunch. And then like when I got to varsity, like I'm not much of a spender, you know. I don't know, I don't think I am.
Yeah.
So I was lucky enough because we were getting money from NSFAS. So that money I was just using it. I wasn't really saving that much then as well. And then I got lucky, like second year I got like a tutoring job. And then third year I was just living life. And then my fourth year, that's when I was like, ooh, let me start like being wise with my money. And it actually, like, because my last year, what contributed to my depression also was the fact that I only got my textbook money and stationery money and like my lunch money, whatever that 1.5 they give
Allowance,
us,
food allowance.
the food allowance. I only got it in June,
Oh,
like June, like dead ass. And yo, that was like the toughest 6 months ever, dude. Like toughest 6
I
months
remember when I came to your house that
ever.
day.
I don't know what happened.
Yo, when I was still going to that job, when I was still
Oh, yeah, the
doing
call center job.
call center job, and I
Dog.
needed a place to stay.
Ah, dog.
Yes, and I remember you complaining about NSFAS.
I was going there. They weren't even paying my raise.
Yeah, I remember.
Like and so I wasn't sure if my raise lady was, because some people were getting kicked out of their raises and all of
Yeah,
that.
I
So
remember.
like that, like I was like, okay, that was a wake up call. So like as soon as I got that money, I put like a certain, because by then it was a lot of money. I think I put like 2K. I put it away in savings. I'm like, just chill there, because yay, I never want to go through that again. So ever since then, I've been saving. Even now, I don't have a source of income coming in from anywhere. My parents just send me money here and there. I just always I put a portion of that money away, because it's like, oh, what you gonna do? Like, what you gonna do? Yeah, man, it's crazy. Money is crazy.
I just wish
Money
I
jump-
would have learned. I could have. Someone taught me
Nah.
earlier.
But
Nah.
like pointing to that, I think this is something within this topic is that one thing that they don't teach you after varsity is how to manage your money. Like that should, I feel like that should be like, you know, when we had oh what the fuck is this?
Oh, Eunice.
Les,
Oh, Eunice. Hi, Eunice.
Les and all of those things. I feel like for me, instead of them doing that, it should be like a money management course,
Yeah.
like just a money
Or like a
management
crash course on life.
Yes,
genuinely, 'cause
like,
they know what it's
yes.
like to leave varsity.
Yeah.
And it's like I actually would have loved to get a perspective of someone who's in corporate there, but just to see how they coping with the whole thing, and
actually.
like did varsity actually like help, or was it like, because most people don't even do whatever they
What-
studied.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yo,
That's
that's
true.
like 99 of people that I know that's in working now.
They're not-
in the same
They're
sector.
not using their degrees at all. It's
99.
Like it's
Yeah.
just chilling at home, and it's just
Yeah.
life skills.
Yeah.
You know what's sad? I saw this. Like, was it a video or was it somewhere on LinkedIn? I think.
I
And
left that app.
I don't know when was the last time I logged into
Me
LinkedIn.
too, dog.
Is it depressing?
It's not even. It's just like it's pointless. What am I
Yeah.
gonna do?
No,
Like,
it's actually very valuable. But anyway,
thank you so much. Thank you, Fred.
Thank you. This was so
Thank
nice.
you, Fred. Thank
This was so
you.
inspiring. Thank you.
Nah, yo,
Yeah.
that was crazy. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for coming. So a reminder, I'm gonna link Itu's
songs
Socials,
and YouTube channel
on the description. When
I'm
Miss
a
Black
ghost,
Skin
man.
Girl.
I'm a ghost.
I'll
man.
link her IG handle as well. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. See you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Your boy got the full body do-rag out.